Hey everyone, ONC here. You're doing, how you're doing. I do hope you all had an amazing week and a great weekend. All right, so moving forward, I wish you all a happy new week and a profitable week ahead. All right. Um, yeah, today I'm gonna be showing you all what I have for the week. All right, the outlook for the week. All right, the possible trade setups that I have, the key levels and continuation structures. Okay, so if you've been following, for the past 1 week, all right, and you probably have seen what I've been doing on the charts. All right, and I hope you've learned one or two things. Okay, so let's get right down to business. All right, so looking at my watch list for this week. All right. I'm looking out for pairs that are trending, right? Pairs that would make it easy for me to, trade. All right. For me to just, look out for a continuation structure and then boom, I continue to ride the trend. Do you understand? And on my watch list, I have Boom 900, I have V51S, I have V751S, I have V91S. Yeah, V91S is a very, very volatile pair. I would say, personally, for me, that is the most volatile pair on synthetic indices. All right. And lastly, we have Jump 100. So for Boom 900, we are bearish. For 15S, we are bullish. 75S, we are bearish. V90S, we are bearish. And jump 100, we are bearish. Okay, so let's jump right in. Now, remember what I've been talking about on my top-down analysis videos. I um, I mentioned that whenever you come on the charts, all right, the first thing you want to look out for is where price is coming from, correct? Where is price coming from? So that way you can tell where price is going to. All right. And looking at the chart right now, we can see for a fact that price gave us a starting point here, which I keep talking about. All right. On the daily time frame, price took out a major liquidity and, tapped into this level, right? And then gave us a finish point, which is this. All right, so boom, 900 is bearish. It has to sell. Okay, it has to sell from here to this point. Okay, so we are like super, super bearish. Now, unfortunately, price has been ranging for a while, but I'm expecting a breakdown to the downside, right? I'm expecting a breakout to the downside very soon. And hopefully that happens this week. So straight to the 1 hour time frame, which structure do I see that holds a promising continuation, possible setup? And for me on Boom 900, that has to be this. Okay, so I'm expecting a sell from here. All right, this is what I'm expecting for Boom 900. Let's see how it plays out. Um, yeah, so this should be my continuation structure for Boom 900 right here. Okay, and next we have V51S. Now, I did this analysis last week. All right. It's still the same thing. All right. I'm still like super bullish on this pair. And yeah, all I just have to do is keep looking for continuation structures. So this gave us a starting point. If you remember vividly when I explained it earlier last week. And this gave us a finish point, which means V51S is bullish and it has to buy. All right, from what we are seeing on the chart, it has to buy all the way to 1600s. All right, 16,000 038. All right. And going to the 1 hour time frame, we add a buy structure, right? For a continuation, which tagged. All right, we had a buy structure here, which tagged. This right here was liquidity. All right, price took out the liquidity and then boom to the upside. Okay, to the upside. So now that we've seen, okay, price is moving bullish to the upside, what do we want to look out for? We want to look out for continuation structures. And where does that fall in place? This right here is where we have our continuation structure for V51S. All right. So I'm expecting V51S to give us, a continuation from this point. All right, to the upside. Yep, to the upside. Um, Yeah. So this is why I have a V15S. Now, remember, I don't take trades without confirmations. I don't take trades without a possible continuation structure that shows that, okay, this would actually play out. All right. I look out for these confluences to help aid my confidence in the trade. Do you get my point? So if you're going to be taking these trades, you need to look out for confluences that gives you a level of confidence to get in and then old. All right, so that's it for V151S. Um, Up next we have V751S. Okay, I'm just keeping it real simple this week. I don't want too much drama. All right, so I'm sticking to pairs that that are subtle, very, very calm. And V751S is one of those pairs. And as you can see, this is very, very obvious and very, very clear. All right. So we have a starting point from here and we have a finish point. Now you can see how easy and simplified it is. Okay. This is mostly all you need to know when it comes to top-down analysis. The rest has to do with psychology, risk management, your emotions, capital, um, market condition, personal experience, entry, exit, and all of that. You get my point. But basically, top-down analysis shouldn't be as difficult. All right. So this is the best way I know for a fact that you can approach top-down analysis. So moving on to the 1 hour time frame, where is our continuation? Now, I missed a sell continuation here. There was a sell continuation here. Price sold off from here. But if I were to get in on V751S again, where would that be? We don't have a structure yet. All right. But I'm waiting for price to give me a structure, something like this, because this is our finish point. Remember, I want price to give me something like this. Yeah. And then sell off from here. So this is what I'm expecting from V751S. But if it doesn't do that, it's fine. If it's sells to the finish point, it's all cool. There are many other pairs to trade. Okay. And next we have V90S. All right. You have to be very, very careful with this particular pair because it's volatile. All right. It's volatile. And yeah, let's see what I have on V91S. So I used to have a cell structure on V91S here. Yeah, this used to be my cell structure. Okay. So price took out this liquidity from here like this. All right. And after taking it out, what happened? Gave me a starting point and then gave me a finish point from here to here. All right. So V90S for me is bearish. So what do? I just go to my 1 hour time frame to look for a sell continuation. All right. I look out for a sell continuation. But do I have that? Let's see. Let's see. Hmm. I don't know why it's not loading. All right. Let me check the time frame. All right. So this is the 1 hour time frame. And currently, I don't have a cell continuation yet, but I'm on the lookout for this. All right. I would really love to sell this pair to this point. All right. So V91S, we're going to have to wait for price to give us a sell structure, probably around this zone. All right. To continue selling to the downside, but just be on the lookout. It has to sell. And last but not the least, we have jump 100. Okay, so this particular pair has been bearish since the beginning of time, and this is it right here. Um, so there used to be a structure. If you check EMT5, you would see a structure where price took out a major liquidity, and the target is like somewhere around here. Can't really remember, but it's bearish. All right. So this used to be a starting point and then a finish point, which shows that jump 100 is bearish and it has to keep selling. Okay. So what do I do next? I look out for my continuation structures. And where would that be? Now, this is beautiful. This is what I love to see. This is a very clean structure. We had a sweep, we had liquidity here, and we have this here. All right. So I'm expecting jump hundreds to give us a continuation from here. All right. And then I look out for my, sell continuation structure and confirmation. And then I continue selling. So this is all I have for this week. Now, mind you, I still have other pairs from last week that I'm looking out for. All right. I'm waiting to, waiting for price to come to my POI and then I execute. All right. So these pairs are like fresh pairs and fresh zones and levels that I'm looking out for a continuation. So yeah, that will be it for today's edition on the market outlook. All right, for this week. So we go again next week. So trade responsibly, guys. Protect your capital at all cost. All right, manage your risk. Apply risk management on your trades. Um, remove greed. All right. You can't completely take out greed, but just learn to manage it. Fear, on the other hand, is one thing. Okay. Just work on your psychology. All right. No man is an island of knowledge. All right. We don't know it all. All right. But we try our best to, be the best in the market. Okay. So I'm wishing you all good luck this week and a profitable week ahead. All right. See you all next week.